Hello everybody and welcome back to Workers and Resources. So we got the university done in the last episode. Started to bring some educated people in, which we need. We're getting rather low. That number started to go up now. We're up to 37. I was down to 14 at one point, but I did have to pay to invite a few educated people in. I am trying to avoid not paying for people. How much did we... So I only spent 9,000 last year inviting people in, but that could have been a truck. You know, I could have bought a truck with that instead, rather than paying. So that was desperately needed. That should take care of itself and the town now. We should be pretty fine in there. It'll take a while to fill the town up, but as long as the numbers are going up instead of down, that's all that matters. We do have population here. We're 2,600. We're growing pretty rapidly. It would be nice if you could see sort of how many vacant properties you had. Residential, does it tell you? No, it'd be nice if it gave you a list of vacancies, how many people can live in them. You're full. No. What? 227 workers. But there's 106 living there. I don't understand it. Yeah, there's still things need working on with this game. There's still things that are a bit odd here and there. Just wanted to refer to a comment from a couple of episodes. Packrat mentioned that I don't really need workers on your farms, which is absolutely correct. I generally don't have workers on my farms. I just usually leave it to the machinery. If you put workers on your farms, it will speed up the process of the harvesting and the sowing a little bit, not a great deal. I've tried it before. I've tested it out. I've tried doing it with fields and with workers and with a combination of workers and machinery, and it doesn't really make a great deal of difference. I just find it an inefficient use of your workforce, really. So generally I don't bother having any workers on the fields, which is why I haven't connected that road up there. That road is for farm access to these fields only. If I was to put in a footpath or connect up the road, I'd get people from these flats going working on the fields, and I don't want them to. So I did double check as well. Also, if you've got a bus stop near your fields and your bus stop's within walking distance, people will go and work on the fields from the bus stop as well, unless you've got them specifically dedicated to certain buildings. But these are fine. They're not within walking distance of any fields. Same with this one over here. So they're just going working. I am in two minds about putting this bus stop on the main road and having the clothing over here, but it's not. It's going to be expensive because it means moving all of this electrical stuff, which I would have to pay for, because otherwise I'd have no power and I'd have no money coming in. So I can't manually build this stuff. I need to pay for it, which is a bit of a pain. But having said that, because clothing is so slow to produce, it doesn't matter if the truck's going to have to make a long journey to get to the border. You can always put in a road to bypass the town, save them going through the town. But we haven't got any cars yet. I don't think I'm going to do cars, to be honest with you, because it just cause loads and loads of traffic jams. So not too bad if we send a truck through there. I was thinking, because then we can have a farm down here and then have the clothing manufacturing down here somewhere. because I need to redo these electrics as well. I'm going to have to put some people out, some residential out this side. But to bear in mind as well, there's only... Right, we've got 2657, we've got 2803, so there's only, yeah, still 140 people in the rest of the map. After that, I can't invite any more people in, so I need people to breed. I need them to have kids. Get these houses full, and then I can start moving people out into new towns, especially when we go up here and start doing Kilbroisk. But I'm gonna build everything I need in that town before I move anybody in there. There's nobody there now. I moved everybody out of there. Yeah, I'll come redo all the roads around here and then build top flats around and put a town centre maybe this side. There's going to be a coal mine, a couple of coal mines over here. So we've got coal right there, so probably one there, another one here, and then another one here. One will be to service a power station and the brick factory, possibly prefabs as well. It's not prefabs, is it? It's cement that needs the power. The coal. Yeah, so cement needs coal to produce cement. Cement plant, coal and gravel. No, them inputs are the wrong way round. So, yeah. I'll have to do it that way. I'm not doing that right now. How much is cement worth? Thing is, I've got no dollars to buy a cement tank, that's the only thing. It's only 57 rubles to sell it, so it's not worth selling. Because it would mean I'd have to export to the NATO side, which means sending a truck across this wooden bridge, up this dirt path, this dirt road, all the way around here, back down to here, across the bridge, and then up that road, and it's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's too long a way to go. Yeah, I'm definitely not sending anything out that way just yet. So I can't export cement anyway. Prefabs are not worth a great deal. Neither are bricks. Well, 37 rubles a ton for bricks. Prefabs are 31, but having them would save me quite a lot of money building flats and things. But for now, I need something that's going to give me a return. So we definitely need clothing up and on the go. While I get planned out, I'm just going to turn these off. I did refill this one. Yeah, auto search is off. This one I haven't refilled yet, so I need a few more vehicles in that one. I'll go and buy them gradually, one or two at a time. It was this one was the main one I needed to get everything built. Right. I think we want to head out this sort of way. Double check we're not on auto build. You notice I'm barely using the wireframe as well. I mean, it's handy, that wireframe, but when I've built everything on the wireframe, I don't know. It's just all too uniform and too straight. Things, I know they were efficient. Soviets have built things efficiently and neatly, but it wasn't inch perfect. Things are sort of at different angles and stuff. Right. Think about where we want this now. Now I do need to do this power as well. I need a... I definitely need to do this power actually. I need a transformer up here. It's only 152 work days, so I might as well pay for it. It's not going to save me that much money building it myself. I want this to be a fair way out of town. Let's go back here. Right, I'm just going to pause it for a second. Because I'm going to cut the electric off from there. Ah, yeah. Plonker. I've deleted the wrong bit there. Right, that needs connecting up. Now there are two more connections there. There's one here. Seems in a bit of a random place, but it was because the cinema was just too far away from the one up here, wherever it is. There. So that one was reaching everything but the cinema. So I've put it this far down so I can have more buildings up and around this area. Probably end up building right down this road eventually, maybe. See how we get on. I'll just leave it connected up to that because that's just powering the cinema, which is fine. It's this one on this side of town I do want to get altered, but I don't really want to do it. Do I want to do it right now? I'm just a bit cautious of spending that money. Take it to there. Get it across this road. Put it on play so I can see where I've built to. Let's just get paused. Nobody's got an electric. Build that straight up there. Let's get that in. Now set this one out and put a switch in. Do this road trick. Save me a little bit of money. Let's get rid of that. I'm on the shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts if you're wondering. A bit dirt road. You can go to there. Right, this needs to come to here. Get this done. Didn't look how much this was saving me, but we're at 21,000 there. There you go, it's 14,000, so it saved me at least 7 grand. Plus a little bit more I've saved from the other bits. Right, let's get that paid in and the electric's on. Have I done any... You all on? Yes. Now then, this electric down here should still a little bit. Wonder why that's doing that. Shouldn't be doing, because that's connected up to the main power now. And we're importing it, so of course it's gone dark. Right, let's get it back to daytime. Right, so we want fabric factory and a clothing factory. We need them connected up to a bus stop, we need them connected up to a warehouse, we need a road cargo station, we need a granary, need a farm, need everything. Right, need to be within reach of bus stops as well. So that's the clothing factory, fabric factory. I can't remember how I did this last time. Could do with a warehouse in between them. Right, start with the warehouse. No. We're too far away. We're really too far away. We'll have to get a bit closer to town. Just a bit concerned about pollution. That went down a bit too easily. Right, let's get this close to the road and then we can get a road cargo station on it. Hang on. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I've got to build a construction office down here. I mean, I could go and put it up here, but there's just not enough room for a farm unless I was to go all the way down here with it. And then that end up surrounding that town. I wouldn't be able to build on it then. I want to build it down here. Do I have to build another construction office? How much are these? Give me a price check, please. 7 grand. Oh, I got 36 grand. Where did that money go? Oh, I spent it on electrics. Oh. I need this construction office down here, though. I won't have to. And that's just paid for the road as well. I didn't mean to pay for the road. Oh. This is not a good start, is it? Right, I need a couple of excavators down here, please. And some bulldozers. Where are the excavators? There they are. You get on that truck. You get on that truck. You and you. You head down here, please. Sorry for the camera flying around. We don't need the pavers and rollers. We'll send the bulldozers down here because we probably do need them. No, we do need the pavers and rollers for the factory connections, actually. Yeah, because they work on them and speed things up a bit. Where's me? What are you? Oh, you're the grain truck. How are we doing for grain up here? Not a lot. Right, leave him off there for a bit. Can't find where we're going. There we go. Right, you get on that one, and you get on that one. Let's get these down here. Right, we've got excavators. Not got any money though. It's going to be a slow build again. Right, let's take the auto build off before we start building anything. Let's make sure this is turned off. I don't want it to start working on anything just yet. Right, warehouse. It's always a complicated setup, this one. Well, the warehouse there. Get me a road cargo station attached to that. Right, now then, I need clothing factory and fabric factory, but I need them to be accessible to bus stops. Fabric factory is the smaller of the two. They could put one either side. But then how do I get the bus? Well, I'm supposed to put a bus stop up here. I've just remembered something. That footpath connection at the other end doesn't join up. So I'm going to need a silo connecting to the fabric factory. I'm supposed to put that fabric factory there. Put the clothing factory here. Yes. Bus stop. Put a bus stop about here. And we can connect the footpaths up to that easily enough. Enough. Right, so grain storage. Connect there. If we have an agro farm, yeah, that can go that way around. That's fine. How are you supposed to build this for 24 grand? Very slowly. Bit by bit. Right, let's get that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. I'm going to pay for the footpaths as per usual. Right, so if we have a road coming round this way, I can get the bus up. Set that road back a bit there. I don't really need emergency access on that. I'm just going to take the road a little bit further just in case. Right, let's get that booked in. Let's get these factory connections booked in. I'm going to have to go manually assign my other construction office. At least this one I won't have to do. This should pick everything up easily enough. And it doesn't have to go back for any resources anyway. It's just going to use the excavators and stuff. Right, so we need a... The farm needs to be able to get a road out to it. Connect that up to there. Oh, come off it. I knew I shouldn't have flattened that. From there to there then. Yes, these roads can be very awkward. Whoops. Right. Thinking, does this road need to connect to anything? We're probably going to have another farm down there, so... I'm going to take this road quite far down here. Just redo that bit because I've done that at a weird angle. It's not perfect, but it's a bit better. Stop giving me too much descent. Right, let's get that in there. Now we want a gas station up here somewhere. Up there. Right, electric substation's gonna have to cover everything. I think about there will be fine. There's some. Oops, I pressed button. Didn't mean to press. Get that in there. Oh, let's just get it booked in. I'll have to tell them to build that. Right, so just fields mainly now, really. Of course, it's gone dark. I'm gonna need to let me just fast forward through this a minute because I can't see a thing. It was me saying I could see better at night time. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. It's just weird. Do I get? There's no more towns going down this way, so there's only ever going to be a farm down there, really. Oh yeah. Squeeze a big field in there. Gonna connect up to the road though. Got a feeling that's on a bit of a weird hill. I don't think that's going to connect. Oh yes, thankfully. Right, so let's go to I hate moving around when you've got things open because you're having to press no, not shift, control to turn. Right, 3. Got one on this side, about here. 4, 5. Leave a bit of a room for, might as well put the road in actually now. Right, 6. Get one in here somewhere. Get one in there. 7. Oh, but you're not left enough room on that side for one. No. Maybe a medium one in there. What about here? Okay, a couple of mediums in here. Bear in mind, I don't want to go too far away from the farm. Can I just squeeze one more in there? No. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a medium. So let's, if we can't get some on this hilly area over here somewhere. Can at a bit of a funny angle. Do I want to do that at that angle? Not really. I thought it was on auto build then, it was the wireframe button. Panic. It'll take quite a bit of levelling out this. Just try and average it down a little bit. I like the tools on the map editor. A lot more brute force you can do. I'm just pause a minute. I'm gonna go and oh no, I'm not. I was gonna go and flatten a load of area out, but can't be bothered. too much messing about with it. It takes too long. I'll be here for about 20 minutes. I have to make do with what I've got here. Right. Is that connected up on that road? Yeah. Get that connected up there. Get them in. And get another one there. About take it up About there. Right, so that does mean farm equipment coming down here, but that's fine. Like I said, the only thing going up there is I'm probably going to do another farm here, so there'll only be the occasional grain truck coming back and forward. It's either supplementing this or possibly supplementing this, depending on how much money I've got coming in. Is that all connected up now? We've got electricity. Got a bus stop. I can start bringing people from this bus stop. Okay, we need some residential over here as well. What we're going to put in here? Need something pretty small. Fit maybe a couple of them in there. How many do they hold? Only hold 41. That's useless. Put some of these little flats in. How many do they hold? 43. They were too big, too wide. Maybe these ones. Not going to leave any room for any footpaths, so there's going to have to be some of these, I think. Right, I don't want that road connection. Get off the road. No, it's going to be too close to that. Not sure I'm going to be able to get a footpath down the back of it. Maybe we just flatten it out a little bit, maybe that'll help. Oh, there we go. That's better. Right, one there. I'm going to have to turn the get citizens off. Hang on, we brought in, they only hold 48, so... Oh, I can't quite get that one in there. And there, but it's really in a good line with the others. Try it from this, try to do it from the other way. Right, go as far as you can there. 1, 2, 3. Can we get 2 in on this side? That's the question. Maybe if I remove that footpath I might be able to. See there, but it's awfully close to that building. It's too close really. What about one of these or something? Anywhere? Oh, they're nice and thin. I don't want it right in front of that building. Yeah, but it's really, really close again. I might just leave this side. I think we'll put a statue there or something instead. Get these connected up. Just gonna get these paid for. Just double checking they weren't heading out. Right, let's get these roads roads up, paths up on there, and we'll get some bigger ones on this side. Probably going to need a shopping centre. Yeah, because these are not going to be able to reach it. They can't reach the shopping centre. Ah, okay. What am I looking for? Equipment for building shopping centre. Get a shopping centre in here. Just about there would be nice. Oh, don't pay for that. Just spent about £5 grand. Yeah. No, I am going to connect the road up because sometimes you have problems doing deliveries. I've only experienced it a couple of times, but there have been occasions when I've not been able to deliver to... There was a pub and a shopping centre that I think it was a shopping centre I couldn't deliver to. Get that to there. So I'm going to pay for that. Right, so we could maybe put some sports facilities in here. We're going to need a school and a kindergarten over this side. I think the kindergarten could go here actually. Maybe even get the school and the kindergarten in there. No, I'm just going to put kindergarten in for now. You go to there. Now then, I'm going to have to turn the get citizens off now. How many of these hold? 138. Might as well build one of the big ones. Because I'm on fast forward. I need to build the money up though. Right, how many fields have we got now? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a medium one. Did we didn't have a look to see if we could get a big one in here now, did we? I don't think it's going to let me. Maybe some mediums up there. Oh, well, there we go. Something right in front of it, but I'm not sure what. What's that? That's just a redundant road, that one. There we go. Well, can we get any more? I think we might be able to get some mediums up here. Get one a bit further back there. I'll get one round this sort of direction. Maybe just flatten it out a little bit. Oh, I know what that is. That's the electricity. Right, let's whack that in there. I'll go back and do that electricity in a second. Windy, windy road. Come on, it's not a building, it's a field. You can get around there. Do I pay for that? No, I'll just get it built. Right, so that's a few extra medium fields on there. I can maybe squeeze a couple more down the back there somewhere, but I think that'll do for now. That's the electricity plumbed in. This has got electric from there, that's fine. Definitely want some more housing around this area, but I'll tell you what I do want to stick in a pollution monitoring station. I'm going to buy this. Only 1200. Stick it there. And then I can keep an eye on the pollution then, see where the pollution gets to. The loading bays there. I'm probably going to be okay up to about maybe here. I'll probably get a few more flats in around here, get some sports facilities. That's a point, I could put a little football ground in there if I can. No? A tennis one. Nothing will build in that gap. It's going to have to be a statue. Can have one here. I'll have a little tennis ground there because there's a football pitch over here as well. Oh, and I do need to get a path connected up to that road. Oh, it's not going to let me build across there. I'll go across there to that one though. Right, let's get these sorted. Yeah, I could have built that closer, but it's not a big deal. Get a few of these footpaths done. I think that's all of them. Could do with maybe connecting this up. There's one. Can I get a... I can just about get one there. Get that connected up and then... can at least get the university within walking distance of this place, hopefully. Yeah, lovely. It's this bus stop more than anything that I need people to be able to walk to. That can reach a good chunk of that side of town. So yeah, once I get these built, and these will be my workers for this, then I need about 60 grand to do the vehicles. I'll get this going on the roads. Let's get rid of... should have paused it before I did that. Right, you get working on roads only. I'll get me a other construction office. You there. I'm gonna have to manually assign this one now. But that means I can do these last, really. I'll do them first. Don't don't really need them just yet. I only need them once this is up and running anyway. I need a few extra people then. Right, yep, I'm going to jump into a speed build because it's going to go over an hour this episode. Right, I'll be back in a little while. Right, so finally, it's taken ages and ages. Finances were tricky throughout that, especially seeing as I had to purchase. It was about 80 grand for the farm vehicles. They've gone up a bit in price, so there was 80 grand's worth of vehicles there. I had to restock the construction yard a bit. There's a fair bit of vehicles in there. In fact, let's have a look. Let's just pause it while we're at the end of the year. So I spent 151 grand on vehicles this year. We're up 18 grand even though I've spent all that, so did export 15 grand's worth. A little bit of foreign manpower, it's probably a road or a path or something. Resources, obviously steel and things is going to be expensive. 70 grand on steel. Spent 82 grand on chemicals. I did start exporting fabric, so I've exported 115 grand worth of fabric and 45 grand worth of clothing. We had to buy 3 tons in anyway to fill that up, so that's about 3 grand worth of the chemicals. More actually. How much are they? So no, yeah, 7.5 grand just to fill that up. But yeah, well, whilst I was waiting for the money to build this, I started exporting fabric, and I built a bypass going on around there so that the trucks could get out easier, because they were taking ages. It takes so long for them to get through here and up and around. I've now got 3 trucks. Yeah, I took one once the clothing started ready. I took one of the trucks off and started exporting grain. Not exporting grain, sorry, moving grain up here to the food and the alcohol. So I've got 3 trucks on there at the moment because we've got absolutely loads in. So I might put another 1 or 2 on there yet, because this is always empty. I took one off here because we were getting times. I don't need 2 on there, 1 will do. That is full and there's only 4.61 tons there. By the time he gets back, that might be full. You know, he's still going to have times when he's waiting around. So yeah, there's another 3 trucks bringing 30 tons, but they take ages to get up there. I was in 2 minds of connecting this road up, even after me saying I didn't want to do. So I don't want people. Could have people working on the farms, I suppose. Well, let's go about there and then connect that up. Don't pay for it. Yeah, if I don't connect the footpaths up, hopefully that shouldn't. Yeah, it might be within walking distance. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. Go and book that job in. Oh, it's picked it up already. I've got it road selected. That's good. The other one hasn't, though. Have I got you deselected? Possibly. No. That's well within the range. Why haven't you picked that road up? It's also, yeah, no, gravel's not a sign. Right, I'll let them go and build that road, and then let's see how we are. Because I am going to put some people down here. Do you know what? I might actually just put some housing down here and let people go and work on these farms, because it will increase. At least these 3 anyway. I doubt they're going to be able to walk that far up to this one. I don't want to put any people up here. I can't put them too far down there because the shopping centre's a bit of a trek. I can probably get to about here. Maybe a little bit further. I'll have to have a look at that. Sorry, my dog in the background. He's tormenting the other one. Yeah, I'll have to have a look, see, get some built, get the footpaths in, and just see how far we can keep pushing it. I know there's that trick where you can, well, it's not really a trick, use a substation to measure it, but it doesn't always work out. It doesn't always work. Because if you've got things in the way and the footpaths aren't straight, the route doesn't measure from as the crow flies when they're walking. It measures the distance along the paths, so it's not always. It kind of gives you. It does give you a good sort of idea, but it's not perfect. So I reckon there's about the limit. That's the limit for electric anyway. Go away, tooltip, please, thank you. Yeah, so if I was to put any more housing down here, I would either have to put a bus stop in and bring people up via bus, or put another shopping centre in down this side, and I don't really want to. Or maybe just a few sort of houses along the back here. There is going to be some housing going here somewhere because I need more people on this. In fact, I think I need another bus there. Are we doing for... Oh, we're pretty well stocked. I've got this limited to 50. In fact, I'm going to up that. Just in case there are people going back on the bus. Because that's nearly full anyway. I've got the bus stop set to 60, about 65, 35 roughly. I did separate those buses as well because they were right bunched up together. Right, so no, you can carry 60. Oh yeah, when I get another... I don't know if I need any more people there actually. I'm thinking maybe just one more bus. Yeah. Another couple of blocks of flats I think, and one more bus on there, and that'll keep that topped up nicely. The truck is going... It takes roughly about 4 days to get to the border and about 4 days to get back. But by the time it gets back, there's about 5 or 6 tons waiting for it, and it will carry 6.5 tons. Excuse me. So it doesn't warrant me having a second truck on there at all. Otherwise one would just be waiting all the time, and then these little ones wouldn't be able to pick anything up. They can only carry 0.75 of a ton, but shopping centre's full. In fact, I can take one of them off there because I've got 2 on there at the moment. And they don't go through clothes very quickly at all. How are we doing on meat? Because I've had to stop the meat from waiting to empty. Just otherwise the clothes trucks would have been stuck. And they'll take forever to empty them clothing trucks. So I definitely don't want to do it with them. Are you a meat wagon? No. And clothing, where? Oh, you're going for petrol. Diesel. I wondered where he was going then. I did put a gas station here. Well, I put it over here first and then moved it because it was out of the range of me electricity. So I had to move it back a bit. I do want a couple more. I want one maybe about here. I want one about here somewhere. Because I've got none on the main road really. They're all sort of tucked away on farms and things. There is one here for the town, but I was thinking maybe having another one here-ish. There's one there, so yeah, somewhere around about here would be good. Somewhere central, and then get one there, one there. Yeah, we'll have a look at that in the next episode. Right, don't know what I'm doing next time. I haven't decided yet. But we sorted for educated people. We sorted for food, clothing, and meat, and alcohol. I'm going to start thinking about expanding a little bit now and start working towards maybe either coal. Well, coal definitely is going to be a big one. Maybe get the power station up and running. It does mean we're running on a few months. The profit should be up. Nearly 30 grand last month. But if I make 3 clothing deliveries in a month, that'll be 45 grand just in clothing alone. Went 45 grand, there you go, I made 3. 13 grand in alcohol, 7 grand food, 12 grand meat. So at the moment that's representing about... Oh, actually I spent 23 grand on vehicles. So I'm about 50 grand a month, I think. We're nearly at 20 grand and we're only on the 9th of January. Yeah, profit's looking good. Definitely start thinking about expanding now. Definitely start thinking about this area. Maybe get the power plant up and running. Not sure exactly. I think it might probably go about here. It doesn't take a lot of workers. I think it's 20, isn't it? Yeah, 20 workers. I was thinking maybe another gravel processing here. Get the power plant in. And see if we can get a coal processing in as well. It is going to be rather tight, but I was hoping to be able to get them all connected up to this bus stop if I can. I could move the bus stop a little bit further over, maybe put it on this side, so I can get them walking up, because they can. This is only a short walk. Yeah, again, we'll have a look at that probably next time. Right, hope you enjoyed this one. Probably a bit longer than the others. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Right, I'll see you soon in a day or two. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.